welcome to a very special edition of the Fatback Greasy Show. I am Fatback Greasy, your host, and the true King of England champion, Fatback Greasy. That's right. Right now I am going to review the season premiere of NXT Live on the USA Network, and it was one epic show, ladies and gentlemen. So we will get on to that to the review in just a moment. But I want to say this. New Year's resolution will be coming up here on the WWE Slam Zone, and you do not want to miss it. I know it's very delayed, but we will have it right here at the WWE Slam Zone, because I am the King of England champion, and I will find my belt on that free preview. You can bet on that, ladies and gentlemen. But tonight we have NXT October 2nd review, the season premiere, the first ever 2-hour episode on the USA Network. And I just want to say this, you have NXT, and then you have the All Elite and Nobodies going head to head in the Wednesday Night Wars, ladies and gentlemen. And let me say this, NXT is the better show. NXT is awesome. AEW, All Elite and Nobodies, I don't see how in the world anybody can watch that. Because I'm going to tell you something, I tried to look to see what it was like. And Fatback Greasy just could not like the show. The production was no good. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but I'm not going to get into it. Okay? If you fans don't like my opinion, that's your problem. That's your problem. You know what, fans? I'm the King of England champion, and you're not. How's that? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with NXT, because NXT, like I said, is the better show. And they started off hot there live at Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida. We had a 30-minute commercial free block right there at the beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have Matt Riddle, the original bro, challenging the undisputed loser, baby. And that's Adam Cole himself. And that's not undisputed, because he's stupid. He's a loser with his stupid little buddy losers, because I know they retained and all that crap on this episode, but you know what? They're still losers compared to Fatback Greasy, because Fatback Greasy is a winner, ladies and gentlemen. I am awesome. See, up at the top on this shirt, you have the undisputed losers, baby. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we will go ahead and start off this review with this match for the NXT World's Heavyweight Championship. Adam Cole defending against the original bro, Matt Riddle. And, I mean, the match was insane. You had back and forth moves left and right, kickouts left and right. Matt Riddle hit his top rope move. It was like a spiral tap, like AJ Styles used to do back in the day. And he got the 2 count, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Cole tried to counter it, but Matt Riddle hit his arm lock, and Adam Cole did not tap out, ladies and gentlemen. But Matt Riddle gave it all he had. But this is what happened at the end. Adam Cole hit the last shot, the knee to the head at Matt Riddle, and pinned Matt Riddle to retain the NXT World's Heavyweight Championship. I know, Matt Riddle could have had it, but the reason he's not is because Adam Cole is a loser, baby. That's what I have to say about it. And so guess what? After the match happened, Adam Cole was trying to get up. And then all of a sudden, you had Finn Balor's music hit, and all of a sudden he comes down into Full Sail University at Full Sail Live, come right down the ramp, and you know what? He told Adam Cole, he said, I am now NXT. So, man, what's going to happen? Balor versus Adam Cole, the loser, baby. Is that going to happen at War Games? Is it going to happen in a few weeks down the line at Full Sail in October? What is going to happen? We're going to have to find out to see what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to move on to our next match of the evening. we will have Shayna Baszler versus Candice LeRae later in this review. But we get the Velveteen Dream experience. He comes out and it was a brand new couch. He must have went to IKEA, or he must have went to Ashley Furniture Home and got him a new couch, ladies and gentlemen, because he had a brand new couch and he had all these ladies with him on the couch and stuff, and he told Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Losers, baby. He told him, he said, I'm going to challenge you very soon for that North American Championship. And he said, then it will be Dream over. And then he snapped his hands, and then lights went out, and he was gone. Then we were shown Mario and Beth Phoenix and Nigel McGuinness. So that's what's going to happen there. We might see that at War Games or a few weeks down the line, because it's just October, ladies and gentlemen. It's just October, and we're going to have War Games in November. So we got a little while. November 23rd or something like that is War Games. Survivor Series weekend. It's going to be epic. So we might see Velveteen Dream challenging for that, getting his rematch for the North American Championship maybe later this month on NXT Live from Full Sail. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before we get on to our next match we're going to review, we got to give our sponsor a big shout out, because if it ain't for our sponsor, GTN Productions 21, we wouldn't be having this show right now, because they keep this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you, GTN Productions 21. So go on and like them on YouTube. Go and follow them on Twitter at GTN Productions on Twitter. They do a lot of Disney World videos, theme park videos, any theme park you can think of, it's on there, ladies and gentlemen, like Hard Rock Park that used to be in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Disney World, Sea World, Universal Studios Orlando. It's all on there, ladies and gentlemen, so go and check them out right now. So Eric Young, please run that commercial right now. Run it, Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you for checking out the GTN Productions 21 episode, commercial rather, and give them a big like and hit that notification bell on their YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. And I do want to get on to the next thing that happened on this epic 2-hour live season premiere on the USA Network of NXT. So we had Mario, Beth Phoenix, Nigel McGuinness talking about what's going to happen next week. Lio Rush gets his shot because he earned his shot a few weeks ago on NXT. So he will be challenging Drew Gulak for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. And I know everybody's like, no, it's not NXT Cruiserweight Championship. No, it is. It is, people. It is, because they changed the name. The Cruiserweight Championship is now going to be on NXT Live. It's not called the WWE Cruiser Crap Championship anymore. It's called NXT Cruiserweight Championship. So we're going to have that match next week. Plus, they already announced Kushida will be taking on Walter from Imperium next week on NXT on USA. But we got to get on to the next match that happened on this show. We had Io Shirai versus Boring Mia Yim. it was back and forth match, ladies and gentlemen. But this is what happened. Shirai hit a slow. She hit a slow. She was very slow after she jumped off the top rope to make the cover on Yim. But Yim kicks out and Shirai controls and goes back to the top, and then she nailed the moonsault on Yim for the victory, ladies and gentlemen. Mia Yim is a loser. She should just go in and join Undisputed Losers, baby. So that's what happened. Your winner, Io Shirai, ladies and gentlemen. So after the match, Shirai stood tall, and the music hits, and then they go to replays, ladies and gentlemen. And then they showed went to the back, and you had the Street Profits arrive at Full Sail in Winter Park, Florida, with Bianca Belair. They really they're focused on their main event match tonight on against Undisputed Losers. We'll get to that later. But next, they showed that Tegan Nox had a video package, and they said that she will be coming back. She was on NXT UK Live, or the UK show, but they say she's coming to NXT at Full Sail. So next, we have the return of Johnny B. Wrestling. Johnny Gargano finally makes his way back to Full Sail University to take on Shane Thorne. You've seen on the last episode before the USA premieres of NXT, Shane Thorne come out to interrupt Johnny Gargano and said that Johnny was stealing his spotlight. Johnny B. Wrestling was just not taking up his time in NXT. So Johnny B. Wrestling said he is NXT for life, and then he super kicked Shane Thorne, and this is what led to this match tonight on the season premiere, ladies and gentlemen. So Shane Thorne had a little bit of offense during this match. Shane Thorne, he had Johnny Gargano in the corner, and he hit this cannonball on Johnny B. Wrestling in the corner. He tried to beat Johnny B. Wrestling, but it didn't happen. At the end, Johnny B. Wrestling hit the super kick and knocked Shane Thorne out and took the victory. So your winner, Johnny B. Wrestling, takes the victory, and everybody was cheering for Johnny B. Wrestling at Full Sail. So next we have the NXT Women's Championship match of the evening. We had Shayna Baszler defending her NXT Women's Championship against Candice LeRae. Candice B. Wrestling. Man, this was an insane match. You had at one point, you had Shayna Baszler take Candice LeRae, put her arm inside the steel stairs, and then she hit Candice LeRae's elbow and went, oh, and it looked like it hurt like crap. Maybe broke her elbow, but she didn't break her elbow because Shayna Baszler's a loser like everybody else. That's what I say, loser. And she didn't have her Baszler buddies or cronies to help her tonight, which that was crazy. I was so shocked. They came out with her, but Shayna Baszler said, "Nah, I take care of this. Y'all head to the back." So anyway, they wasn't out there. They didn't help Shayna Baszler, but Shayna Baszler took the win, but they didn't help her. So that was pretty surprising that they did not help Shayna Baszler, ladies and gentlemen. So they had commercials in this match, but at the end we had Shayna Baszler hit her submission lock because you know she's a submission magician, and Candice tried to fight out of it, but it never worked out for Candice tonight. So Candice tapped out, and your winner and still NXT Women's Champion, the submission magician herself, Shayna Baszler. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for that match. And then we had Stephanie McMahon was in the crowd. They showed Stephanie McMahon. Also, who was in the crowd was the Outsiders, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. The old farts. Why were they in there? Why was it Full Sail? They wasn't doing nothing. They were just old farts. They just, I don't know. Maybe they wanted a beer. They didn't have no beer at Full Sail, but they got some water. I don't know what's going on with them. But anyway, they're old farts. But anyway, we're going on to the next match. We had Pete Dunne versus Danny Burch. Very good match. Very great match. They went back and forth. They hit each other. Stiff shots to the face. And Danny Burch, he got like it looked like he got hit in the eye. He got like a bruise on his eye. It swelled up a little bit from Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne went and tried to do the finger thing, but Danny Burch blocked it. And then at the end of the match, we had Pete Dunne finally hit the bitter end on Danny Burch, and Pete Dunne got the win. But ladies and gentlemen, Pete Dunne got the win. The Bruiserweight got the win. But guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? Lights went out. Guess what happened? Lights went out. All of a sudden, you had who? Damian Priest, ladies and gentlemen. Damian Priest showed up and he hit the it was like crossroads on Pete Dunne, and it was insane. Well, let's see what that move was. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I got to know the name of that move. Hold on a minute. What was the name of that move? Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. It was we had Priest. He dropped Dunne and he hit his rolling cutter. It was just a rolling cutter. That's what they said. I think it's named something, ladies and gentlemen. I think it should be like the dark cutter or the Damien cutter or something like that, ladies and gentlemen. But I will have to say this: Fatback Greasy cannot wait for this Pete Dunne versus Damian Priest match, ladies and gentlemen, because Fatback Greasy went down to Concord, North Carolina at the house show, NXT house show down there in Concord, where it was like we had like side of ringside. It was crap. I didn't like them seats, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even talk about that side of ringside crap that. But anyway, we had Damian Priest versus Pete Dunne. Tore the house down, blew the roof off of the Cabarrus Arena in Concord, North Carolina. It was insane. I say that was match of the night because it was insane. I mean, you had your main event. It was Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle like we seen tonight. That happened in Concord as well. So anyway, Damian Priest beat Pete Dunne in Concord, North Carolina. So Damian Priest is undefeated in NXT, and I cannot wait to see this feud. Hopefully they have a match maybe next week or a couple weeks down the road, because this is going to be an epic feud, just like the epic feud between Keith Lee and Dominik Dijakovic. Because let me say that match, them two can put on great matches as well. Feast your eyes, Dijakovic, very nice guy. I met him. He's very cool. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Fatback can't wait for the feud between Damian Priest and Pete Dunne, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going on with our next, we had a backstage segment with Kathy Kelly, and Adam Cole was backstage, and he tells the Undisputed Losers, come in. Roger Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fishkamp. They come in, Adam Cole's like, oh, you better win. You better keep the prophecy going because we're the champions, blah, 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 blah. Adam Cole runs his mouth all the time because Adam Cole don't know crap because he's a loser with his little buddies, the Undisputed Losers, baby. And that's Undisputed Losers, baby, and that's called Undisputed. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have to say. To me, they should have lost. To me, I think they should have lost. Adam Cole should have come down there and he turned on them, and it would have been the end of the Undisputed Losers. But nah, that wasn't going to happen because it wasn't wrote that way. Triple H is like, yeah, I like the Undisputed Losers. They're awesome. No, they're not. Okay, they're stupid and they're losers. Anyway. So he said, you better get the job done. But anyway, that was the main event. Kyle O'Reilly and Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts and Bobby Fishkamp defend the titles against the Street Profits. That's your main event for the NXT Tag Team Championships of the evening. But before we go to that, we got to go to another commercial. We got to go to Connor's Cure commercial. Please donate to Connor's Cure. It's Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. And right now, right now. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It was Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month in September. Fatback's all confused because it's now October. It's just the third day in October, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Who cares if it's October? Let's continue to donate to Connor's Cure. So I want everybody to do that. Keep doing that, ladies and gentlemen. Helps everybody out. So just keep doing that. We're going to go to Connor's Cure commercial right now, right here on the WWE Slam Zone, right here on the Fatback Greasy Show. So let's run that, Eric, right now. Run that commercial. What? I said run it, Eric. You want to go back to NXT? I'll knock you all the way back to NXT. Come on, Eric. Run it now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back right here on the Fatback Greasy Show, and let's get on to the main event. The Undisputed Losers, baby, Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts, Bobby Fishcamp, defend against Street Profits, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins. What a match, ladies and gentlemen, what a match. You had Wally, the rapper. I don't know who he is. Fatback don't listen to rap music. I don't even know who he was. He said, he sung, "We want the smoke. We want the smoke. We want the smoke." Anyway, that's all he said, basically. I mean, the crowd went crazy. They like Wall-E. Wall-E, I thought Wall-E was a Disney movie. I don't even know who Wall-E is. Wall-E. Anyway, he rapped the Street Profits. They come out, crowd went nuts, and then we had Party Poopers, Undisputed Losers come out. And then we had our match, ladies and gentlemen. And Undisputed Losers started off the match and started beating the crap out of Montez Ford for about almost over 10 or 15 minutes. And then finally, Angelo Dawkins got the hot tag, ladies and gentlemen. He got the hot tag, beat them both up. And then all of a sudden, they were all laid out of the ring. Then they finally get up. They get the Street Profits get the advantage. They throw Montez out. They throw Angelo Dawkins out. And then Montez was like, "Oh man, they're at the floor. Let me go dive on them." But no, not ordinary dive, not a suicide dive, no just regular dive. He jumps from like almost a few feet from the turnbuckle, flew right over, moonsaulted right all over the turnbuckle, the turnbuckle post, steel post, and landed on all of them outside. And then Dawkins Dawkins hit a spear on the outside, but you hit the high-low. Undisputed Losers hit the high-low. Who did they pin? They hit the high-low on Montez Ford. They pinned Montez Ford with a high-low, and they covered and retained the NXT Championship for the Undisputed Losers. Baby, Adam Cole. Then all of a sudden they celebrate, but Adam Cole comes out. He said, "I told you so. I told you they would win. Y'all did great." He was telling them they did great, and we fulfilled the prophecy and all this stuff. But all of a sudden, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It wasn't no Stone Cold. No, that's not who it was. No, it was Super Ciampa, yeah. Super Ciampa come out, ladies and gentlemen, and he come all the way to Adam Cole, the loser, baby, and he added Goldie. He's got Goldie. He's kidnapped Goldie, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I don't like Adam Cole. He's kidnapped Goldie. He won't give Goldie back to Super Ciampa, Tommaso Ciampa, and so Tommaso Ciampa eyed and stared down Adam, the loser, baby, And he said, I'm getting that belt. He's going to get that belt. And then all of a sudden, NXT faded to black and they went off the air. It was supposed to go off there at 10:15, but it went off the air at 10:08. I'm like, come on, people. I want to know what's going to happen. But guess what? Fatback's going to have to watch it next week to find out what Super Ciampa is going to say about it. So anyway, Super Ciampa is going to probably get a shot. But what happens to Thorne Baszler? He wants a shot too. Will Adam Cole have to defend against Super Ciampa, Tommaso Ciampa, and Thorne Baszler all at the same time in a triple threat match at War Games or down the road? We don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but it's getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Very getting interesting on the NXT on the USA Network, and everybody has to go tune into it each and every week because you never know what's going to happen down there at Full Sail University. That place is insane. I've been down there. Them people are insane. Them people... some of them might be drunk. I tell you that. I don't know, but that might be why they're crazy. Unless they done, I hope they done steal none of my Fatback Pepsi, because that's what I love, Fatback Pepsi. But they don't need any of that. I don't know. And then if you see everybody was upset over the Undisputed Losers. Babies, they won. They were so mad, they almost missed Super Ciampa come out because they were on their way to the L House, ladies and gentlemen. They must have been hungry and wanted more beer. I don't even know, but anyway, they leave. They try to go to the L House. I tell you, the L House is right 5 steps away from Full Sail Live, and they try to go and get them something to eat. And you seen on the video where Triple H met those people at the L House. He didn't even want nothing to eat. He was like, I'm out here. I'm out. I don't want nothing to eat. So I just come here to talk for about 3 minutes. Then I got to go. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, they get out there, they get out of Full Sail Live, and then you miss something. What? I mean, you got to stay until for the whole entire show. If something's going to happen and then people miss it, and then they're going to get mad about it, and then they go on the internet and say, oh, I missed it. I have to find out what's going to happen. Well, that's your problem, people, for leaving the Full Sail Live, trying to get to the Ale House, and wouldn't you rather wait an hour or 40 minutes for your food to get set down compared to what you might awesome see at the Full Sail? People, come on now at the Full Sail down there. You need to go and see that stuff. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, anyway, that was an action-packed episode of NXT Live on the USA season premiere episode. And I was here to review it for you, ladies and gentlemen, the King of England champion, Fatback Greasy. And you see my excellent logo I made for the show. These 2 pictures, Johnny B. Wrestling and the NXT stage, that's my pictures. I took them, and then we have the logo for this review that from NXT themselves had that. So I made the whole thing and put it all together here for this special edition of the Fatback Greasy Show. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of the Fatback Greasy Show, and I want everybody to tune in to NXT Weekend Update. If you haven't seen the first ever NXT Weekend Update, what are you waiting for? Go on to our YouTube channel and go into our Facebook page and go and watch the NXT Weekend Update. It's the show that keeps you up to date on all NXT live events, like house shows, national tours. Go check it out. I give you all the results of what's happening in the world of NXT. And it was a great first episode of the NXT Weekend Update. And guess what? Episode 2 of NXT Weekend Update is probably either coming this weekend or next weekend, ladies and gentlemen. So I want everybody to check that out. But anyway, Fatback Greasy is got to go off the air very soon right now. But I want to thank everyone for coming to watching this video. Hit that notification bell so you be up to date right here on the WWE Slam Zone on all the news happening here. And be sure to go follow us on Twitter and like us on our Facebook page. WWE Slam, just put in the search bar WWE Slam Zone, ladies and gentlemen. And I know, where's Big Red? Big Red's not here. Big Red's nowhere to be found. I ain't seen Big Red in like 2 or 3 months. But I don't know if he's going to show up at New Year's resolution. We have to find out. So, Fatback Greasy will be at New Year's resolution. It will be on our YouTube channel very, very soon. And maybe we had some 2K19 episodes. I don't know what happened to those. I think Eric lost them, or Eric, what'd you do with them? Eric, what? I don't know. He said he hit a wrong button on the computer. I don't know. Eric, that's why. Do I have to send you back to NXT like I said? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, but we got to get off there. I hope everybody has a safe week and enjoy SmackDown premiere on Fox, ladies and gentlemen, because they're going to be on Fox this week, or well, it'll be Friday. Tomorrow will be Friday when I'm taping this right now. So anyway, hope everybody enjoyed that season premiere. I figured that Brock Lesnar is going to beat Kofi Kingston. That's my prediction. You heard it first right here. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, they telling me I got to get off there. So I hope everybody enjoys their weekend coming up. I hope everybody enjoys the week coming ahead, and stay safe out there. God bless everybody, and Fatback Greasy is out.